All right. Okay. What's going on, everybody? I know you don't know me. I'm Cruel Droid. I'm your local antithesis VTuber. Oh, that's not important. Earlier this morning, someone tried to hack me. Apparently, I was doing research for it, and it has at least been documented in 2023. So this scam is still going on. Just a little refresher in case you have not been exposed to this scam. So allow me to paint the scene. I wake up, I get ready to do my normal work day. I turn on my personal computer and my work computer. My personal computer is just to like play YouTube videos, right? Um, I want to play the YouTube videos in the background, just like have noise to listen to in the background. As I'm looking over at my work computer while my YouTube is auto playing an Argon video, um, my thing starts beeping and flashing, and I get several notifications from Windows, right? And it's like a bunch of pop-ups, and it looks very official. It looks genuinely like Windows UI. Everything about it looks to be legitimate. And then it locks you out of moving on your computer. It will not allow you to hotkey like change tabs or anything. It won't let you click anything. It will not allow you to move. And it wants you to click something on the page so that way it can get access to your machine. Don't do any of these. If it comes up on your screen, do not panic. Alt F4 or turn off your computer. Because that is low-key the extent of it. You probably also need to like hard wipe your computer, but we'll talk more about that later. So because I had never been exposed to this before, I did panic a little, and I did call the number that was on the thing. But also because I'm a paranoid little bastard, and I don't trust anyone, I gave them a fake name. So I'm fine on that front. This is important because the next part is that they will claim that they are from Microsoft. They'll give you a name, right? An interesting thing about the name is I'm not sure if this is like a stage name that they use with everyone or if they change the names like periodically. But as I was catching on to him, I attempted to call other people, and eventually I hung up on him and he tried to call me back. The interesting about when he called me back is that it wasn't from the Microsoft number. It was from the number that had a caller ID that matched the name that he gave me from earlier. Because I don't trust anyone, I am likely to believe that there is a second level of cover here, and that that's not actually his real name. Not to mention, an interesting thing is that noted in the little Microsoft post that highlighted that like the first person who did this was like in 2023. Sorry, let me start again. I noticed that in the Microsoft post that said that this scam has been going on since 2023, they made special note of the fact that it was in fact a man with an Indian accent by the name of Richard William, which is, you can probably guess, like traditionally a Caucasian name. Now, the name that I got was not Richard William. The name that I got was like Inez, hold on, Lopez. And that sounds more Hispanic than anything, right? So already like first red flag was that like that didn't line up. And I know that like that carries a connotation with it. I get it. like, hear me out. Individually, if the rest of this wasn't super shady, that wouldn't have been super cause for concern. But the rest of it is also shady. They do give you, like, a Microsoft employee number. They seem very legitimate, and that's actually sort of the issue, is they go through so many lengths to really convince you that this is a legitimate thing that it actually doubles back into seeming weird. It's a lot of them really trying to establish credibility before finally taking advantage of it. After I'm finished with this, I'm going to go through a breakdown of like all the times that they attempted to establish trustworthiness in this 30-second interaction before then moving on to the actual scam. Over the course of this, while I'm interacting with this person on the phone, right? Because, like I said, I'm a paranoid little bastard, I'm looking up the Microsoft number. So when I look up the Microsoft number, the number that Microsoft has on their official page is not the number that this was, the number that was on the site. And I'm going to put up a screenshot of what the number was, so that way everyone can see if this number is the one that comes across your screen. That's not real. That's not the Microsoft number. So second red flag, right? Sorry, my model freaks out. Second red flag. The number is not the same. You cannot cite this source. It is not credible. But I allow him to continue talking because in addition to being a paranoid little bastard, I'm also evil as fuck. It's why I'm the antithesis VTuber. I'm not a good person, so I'm enjoying the fucking thrill. So I let him keep talking, right? And he's like trying to get me to do thing, and he then tells me to do Control-Alt-Delete, pretending like we're taking control back of the computer, right? It is really just that he is now relinquished command of the app that was literally holding me in the Windows screen. The Windows, quote unquote. I'm a VTuber, so this hand doesn't move, but like imagine I did air quotes. After he gives me back control of the machine, right? He wants you to download a program called UltraViewer. UltraViewer is kind of like TeamViewer, where like it allows someone else to access your machine, see the files that you're looking at so they can like better help and navigate you through. It makes a virtual machine on their computer that is your machine. So they can help you through all your IT problems, and they can also see where you are and what you're experiencing. The issue is that UltraViewer isn't real. Like, it is real, but it's not real. It does the thing, and it comes up on the thing. But I guess the way to say it is it looks official, but it's not official. The entire purpose of this is to look similar to TeamViewer. It's supposed to look official. Everything about this is about them checking off boxes to look official. And the issue also is that UltraViewer isn't updating their common tactics for online fraudsters. And this is really why I'm making the video, is the update in information is the most important thing. If every time a hacker's tactics are immediately shared with the collective, we know to ignore that next time it shows up. It forces them to, every single time that they scam someone, think of a new plan, because it won't work again. The issue is that UltraViewer has not updated their thing. So yes, this is a common way that they will scam you, is contacting you through a phone number or send you an email. But then, if it's just this that they're telling you to look out for, you fall for other things. Like I said, my story does not start with them calling me or sending an email. It starts with them literally seizing control of my computer off of what I believe was a YouTube ad. YouTube has started allowing anyone to advertise on the platform. And that's really cool when like some small VTuber with like 400 followers can advertise, and now they can go up to like break like a couple K. That allows the skill gap to be like lessened a little bit. That's cool. Here's where it's not cool, is that if they're not policing who's really doing ads, who's like doing links and things, you can accidentally click a link. I've been like really trying to find what link that was. It didn't happen on this computer, and because I factory reset the other one to make sure that they didn't have access to my files, I cannot find what YouTube video, thus what ad corresponds with that particular thing, outside of clicking it again. Outside of clicking it again and then opening myself back up to the thing. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, all that to say, stay safe out here, folks. This isn't a paid sponsorship, but Opera has like built-in VPNs. If you want to go for the VPN Pro, the VPN Pro is like $4 a month, which, you know, I get it. Maybe you don't want to shell out the $4. But in terms of like security systems, that's so cheap. And to protect potentially a thing that is way more impacting, if it's actually like the odds of someone actually coming and kicking in your door, because of the percentage of people on the planet, is actually not actually that high, which is probably why, like, I don't know if this is real, like, the concept that Canadian people don't lock their doors because, like, the likelihood of someone actually busting in your house is not that high. So you spend money on a physical protection system, but your internet identity is infinitely more exposed. Shell out the $4, bro. Cut corners somewhere else. Because if they fuck up your credit, you're cooked. You're done. You'll never work in this industry again. Like, that's... Getting your credit messed up is something you low-key don't recover from. Please. I beg of you. I implore you. With the spirit of Clark Howard channeling through my body, please, please, shell out the $4. Keep your credit, keep your money safe. Get a VPN. Again, this is not paid. This is not sponsored. These are crazy times. Scammers are out here. It is in this AI day and age, they are actually going insane with the amount of ways that they can interact with you, can attack you. You need to be on the lookout. Please, seriously. I mean it. I don't pay for anything. I don't pay for anything, bro. The entire reason I'm a VTuber is so that way people will get things for me. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm still paying the $4. Please, please, I beg of you, it's worth it. It's worth it. You don't want to trifle with these internet pirates. They're different. Then he has me run command prompt. He has me run command prompt and then do netstat. Netstat will basically tell you all of the IP addresses that are interacting with your machine. This could, theoretically, be used to confirm that a hacker is interacting with your machine, because it would show like their IP address, or if they're using a VPN, an IP address that like would be them hypothetically, right? So technically speaking, this isn't an incorrect thing. The issue though is that it does this for low-key a lot of things. And if you're not well versed on technology, you will not understand this. He said, so how many connections are established? And the point is that he wants you to read the number and establish a sense of urgency, because it's definitely going to be a large number, right? The issue is, how fucking stupid does that sound? Sorry. You're an average, everyday, normal citizen. You don't have the fucking launch codes. Why are they trying to hack you? Why are there 70 people trying to hack you specifically? Stupid as fuck. It's a stupid, like... And this is, like, actually where the gimmick ends, right? Like, the story doesn't go on because he actually kind of pissed me off with this. I'm not gonna hold you. I might be a raging narcissist. If you insult my intelligence, it'll really piss me off. Nothing will piss me off more than if I feel like you're lying to me, but you're not trying. It's okay to lie to me. I'm okay with you lying to me. But don't fucking make it a bad lie. If I can tell, I might punch you in the nose. Because then you're really calling me stupid. Like, you have to be... I guess the way that I see it is, you think like I'm a crunk level minion, where like you can just tell me anything and I'll be like, oh gee willikers, boss, wow, I didn't think of that. Nah, you have to put effort in. I am completely fine with being outplayed, but you better fucking outplay me. I'm not a fucking NPC. Treat me with some goddamn respect. Some goddamn decorum, you punk ass bitch. Fucking stand that shit, bro. After he like tries to hit me with the, oh my god, there's 16 hackers trying to establish connection with your computer right now. Oh my god, we have to work right now. Okay, let me... I see that there are 12 connections. Oh my gosh, they've opened so many accounts with your name. Which bank accounts are yours? I'm seeing like 7 here. Oh my gosh, is that 8? They opened one just now. Oh my god, hurry up. What banking information do you have? Be so fucking for real, bro. And like I said, this is where the fucking gimmick ends, because I hung up on him. And he tried to like not let me call people. So also in the post is that they say your phone is hacked. That is correct, because he's hacking your phone. When you call them, you effectively establish connection with the thing, and he now can block the signals to your phone. So that is the real purpose of that first number. It's a beacon. It's a trap that makes you show yourself, so that way he can more easily hack you. That it was actually stopping me from calling 911. Because after I figured it out, I thought, oh, hey, I could probably call the police and patch them in and they could trace the call or something. But that didn't work because he was actually stopping me from calling 911. After he like realized that he was cooked and he gave up, I was then able to call 911. I was able to call literally anyone that I wanted. But for that time period that he was focused on me, I couldn't call anyone. Strike number 1 on them trying to establish credibility. They're really trying to make sure that you believe that they're Windows. Second thing, like I said, they put the number on. The number is a 1885. So it also seems semi-legitimate, especially because the actual Microsoft number, I think, also is a 1885. Yeah, the number for Microsoft is a 1885 number. The following 7 digits are incorrect though. So again, another attempt to really establish legitimacy. They've got a 1885 number. The issue is that anyone can realistically get these. Like, there's nothing really stopping you from getting a 1885 number. If you want to go through the proper channels, you can do that for the wrong reasons. And I think that's a thing that humans like do not understand. You can do the right thing for the wrong reasons, and you can do the wrong thing for the right reasons. They went through the channels, probably, to unironically start a business. There is a building in India that is associated with this scam. They go through the proper channels to do this. And that establishes the legitimacy, right? Then they can go crazy with like actually destroying your credit, destroying your life, because they've taken 5 minutes to pretend like they're on the right side. After the 1885, that's 2 things that they've done to try and establish legitimacy, right? The third one was that he gives a Microsoft number. You know what that tells me? They're calling the Microsoft numbers, pretending to be regular people, to learn how Microsoft employees interact with people. So that way they seem more legitimate. They're actually, if you were to have contacted the actual Microsoft thing, they would have more than likely interacted with you the exact same way that they interact with you, which is why you cannot use something like oh, they seem like nice people. You have to stay whelmed, stay focused, and really pay attention to the information that they're. Fourth thing on the established legitimacy checklist. After will you shut the fuck up? After they gave me their number, right? They relinquished control. Again, they are the only person in control of my machine. The only reason I couldn't do anything before is because they were not letting me do anything before. So when they did the Control-Alt-Delete as a very simple fix, like, that's entry level, right? We all know that Control-Alt-Delete grabs the fucking computer back. So why did it work when they let me do it, but not when I tried? But again, it's because they were trying to establish legitimacy. If they're portraying that they're from Microsoft, then of course them doing the IT, like you're supposed to be some panicking old lady, right? And that's who this mostly works on. If it was my grandmother, she would have panicked and been like, "Oh my gosh, why is my computer doing this? I gotta call the number." Calls the number, he tells her to unlock it, she does it. Oh my gosh, this must be a real Microsoft worker. And again, that's 4 levels. 4 levels of you can trust me. And we're not finished. After that, he has me go into command prompt. He has me do netstat. So that way now it seems like, oh, he's done IT things. He's let me see that the hacking potential. He's let me see behind the code. This is my little man in the Matrix. Will you shut the fuck up and go home? Damn! This is my little man in the Matrix, right? He's going crazy. I can trust him. He's shown me that he's a qualified individual. 5 layers of you can trust me, bro. And then after that fifth layer of you can trust me, bro, he makes a claim, oh, wow, this requires your immediate attention. This is super urgent. And because you know you can trust me, you should do whatever I say. So I need your bank information right now. Be so fucking for real, bro.